you'll want to make sure you do a few things. First of all, how are people going to find out who you are? How are you going to get noticed and select orders? This is kind of the key step. When you first come online, there's going to be people trying to take advantage of you. So this is probably I'm going to have a whole separate video on that. But this is one of the best ways to get found and taken. Take it seriously. Don't just expect big things to happen. Like I probably got 15 orders today, I think, something like that. You're not going to see that right away. You got to build up a reputation, so you're going to need to invest a little into getting some orders, advertising, and filling those orders, and getting some of these referrals. As a matter of fact, when you first join Udemy, it's going to be a frustrating experience because you'll start selling orders, and there will be people who are going to want to try to take advantage of you. There are going to be all sorts of things you'll face. Like I said, I'll cover that in another video. But I want to tell you that there are requirements that you have to go through within Udemy in order to start being able to receive payments. So what I do is at the end of every day, let me just go here. This is the amount of money I've got coming today, $1,200. Once it's earned, I just click on this Pay Me button, and then I select PayPal, and it's in my account the next day. It's really that easy. Anytime you want to get paid, you just do that. It's so simple. But when you're brand new, you have a couple requirements that you have to fulfill because Udemy is trying to protect their followers. So first requirement is you won't be able to withdraw anything for 30 days. Sorry, that's just the way they do it. Because what they've had happen before, they've had scammers come on, join it, sell a bunch of traffic, collect all their money, you know, in the first few weeks and then disappear. So you're going to take 30 days to before you'll be able to, you know, hit the withdrawal pay me button. The other thing is you need to have, I believe it's 10 or at least 5 thumbs up. So you'll notice if I go back to my solo page here. Well, let's go back to the home page. You can see that all the orders I'm filling. All these thumbs up. I believe you had to have 5 minimum before I could. 5 minimum within 30 days, and no thumbs down, and at least before you're going to be able to withdraw that money. So it is very, very frustrating the first month because you'll be investing money into buying traffic, not being able to withdraw any of that money until it's done. So you better have like $1,000. I mean, if you got a credit card, that's fine because you'll be able to repay it once you start churning it very quickly. Okay, this is straightforward. You will get paid the money. Okay, this is money. I mean, we're not gonna make $25,000 to $30,000 a month with just this. It's really good money. I want to show you something. Okay, I'm going to zoom down on these. Are just income figures for the month of June. It was a pretty good month for Udemy. I had $31,000 I made there. That's at the site I just showed you. Now I transfer all this to my PayPal account. So here's what the month of June looked like in my PayPal account. $49,418. So, and I usually do between $45,000 and $60,000. So that means there's another, what, $10,000 I did in other sources. Some months I do more in other sources outside of Udemy than I do in Udemy. It just depends on what's going on. So all this traffic is the same exact traffic that you're going to be selling. So you can do the same thing. Okay, so how do you find people to sell to you? That's the #1 thing you want to do. You're going to have to build this reputation a little bit each month. Okay? It's going to not happen immediately. I've been doing this for, I think, 2.5 years or something like that. Maybe it's 3 years. In the last 2 years, I have done over 5,843. I actually started in March of 2016 actually selling on Udemy. I think I got my account in February of 2015. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of sellers here, and hundreds, if not thousands, or hundreds of thousands of buyers. How to get in front of them is the key thing. So I'm going to show you those techniques. First of all, they have this called solo deals. I'm going to click on it here. Solo deal is basically a special price for a short period of time where you say, okay, I'm going to offer a 10, 15, 20% discount from my list price. So you always want to make sure you have a list price that's higher. And I'll show you where that is, because what's funny is not everybody buys a solo deal. Sometimes they buy your promoted deals. So this ad right here costs $65, and it will get you orders. And it is one of the things you're probably going to need to do at the very beginning, is you're going to be trading dollars. Just kind of paying for advertising and stuff to build your reputation so you can snowball your business. And you can go through here and see how many people have got various amount of orders. And this is the one I ran earlier this week. 1,000 orders off this particular ad over the last however long since I started the ad. So it's very, very effective, right? But it's a 15% discount from my list price. So a lot of people buy at my list price. What I do for that is what was called a promoted order. Okay, so I'm going to just go over to over to the home page again. And when you scroll down, you'll start seeing all these. This is another form of advertising called promoted offers. You can buy it at the same time. It'll last for a week. Here you can see my promoted offers right here. Okay? And this is where you start seeing, the conversion rates. These are bunk, by the way. There's all sorts of games you can play to move those numbers up. I don't. I just, let people get conversions if they get conversions. I try to. I deliver good traffic. But you can see here, very simple. This is a promoted offer. It costs $35 a week to do that. I highly recommend you do it. When I renew this every Friday, I get a load of orders off of this, because what happens is when you renew it, it's at the very top. Now, your buyers are basically lazy. They go to solo deals, they look at the first 3 or 4, they get excited, and they buy. Okay? They don't go down here looking for various different things. Although some people do spend some time, doing analysis and stuff. For the most part, your buyers are lazy. They don't always buy on the lowest price. I'm never going to be the lowest price at Udemy, but I'm always going to sell. I'm always going to be in the top 5. I have been in the top 5 for 20 months, and I think 9 of those months I have been the top seller. So I've always done good. You can see in June, there were a couple guys that really did a lot better than me, but they got very hot list right now. And that's fine. I don't let my ego get in the way at all. I'm here to make money, not beat other guys. So if I can make my $20,000 to $25,000 to $30,000 off of Udemy in a month, I'm pretty good with that. Okay. Now, I have cost to my traffic. It's not much. It's going to be less than what we sell to you for, but there is cost, because I have to buy leads and maintain the server and do all the hard work of being able to deliver the traffic. The reason why I'm selling traffic to people to resell on Udemy is because the more I have, the more I can negotiate the cost of my leads down in my media buying. The more media buying I do, I have to guarantee a commitment of 100,000 leads a month, for example. I get a better price. So if I can resell, it helps that volume. So I'm doing it basically just a break-even margin. So you'll want to place these solo deals, and it's simple to do. You just go in here and say, create a solo deal. And again, it's just a title, a little subject, what your price is going to be. Now, this should be less than your list price. When you create your first offer, that when you set your settings up to create the home offer, this will be a discount of, let's say, 20% or so. And you can put your content in here. Now, I'll just show you one of mine. I'm not a great advertiser, but you can see here, right now, the information I have. This is what your clients are going to see. And here's a headline: my proven list CPA offers. I make another $20,000 a month off of CPA offers. That's all I put in there. Now, I also have 95% T1 traffic, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to probably improve this traffic dramatically, because, it needs to be something that's a little easier to see. And I would get more orders, because a lot of people look at these offers. And I've had as much as 150 to 200 orders over a few days. And it's been a little, the summer slows down a bit. But anyway, I created this as my offer, and I am getting orders from it on a consistent basis. Now you can see where you can bump to the top. That's where you pay $65 to get it at number 1 over here underneath solo deals. or you can get promoted status, and it says promoted. That's what puts it #1 for probably, about 6 hours or so on this page, and then each day it goes down a step until after a week it disappears. So here we are on Tuesday, and I'm way down to here, and I bought this on Friday. But what happens is I get lots and lots and lots of orders off this, but I also get lots of questions. The questions are answered and talked to in the chat box area right here. Okay, people will say, hey, what have I got to do? What's your list good for? Want to know how long you've been in business. Always say you own the list. Okay, I know you're buying and reselling, but always say I own the list. I've been in business opportunity for a number of years. That's a very important thing to do. So you're going to want to run those ads to get people buying from you. And this is part of that upfront money you're going to spend. Now, in the traditional way of doing solo ad buying, you would probably spend $10,000 to get a list big enough to sell solos and then still have to keep paying for this. So you're avoiding all that by buying through our service. And there's a lot of negative things that happen. Okay. One of the other things I'm going to show you real quick here is when you do the promoted status, you're featured in their weekly newsletter. Also, you can go to the forum and look through the forum and see lots of different people promoting it, but I'm just going to click. Well, here, this is something I should have mentioned to you earlier. If you're a new seller, you put your phone number in there, and they're going to call and verify who you are. It's a great idea, to be honest with you. Even see I responded. That was a smart idea. But you see in the middle of all this, in this case, Harrison's got an ad running. Well, when you do the promoted status, it automatically does this for you. It will put your ads in the forum randomly, everybody. So if I refresh this, I'm not sure if it's going to change or not. I've never done that before. Oh, you can see there's my ad. So everybody gets their shot in the forum. Now the forum's pretty good, pretty busy. Things are happening. You can also participate in the forum, not sell, not be an argumentative, be just nice and give good advice. And you see when you post anything like that, there's a little ad that comes through right here, which is a link to whatever your current promoted offer is. See here, it's Kit Cooch-Tims. Well, I used to buy traffic from him. Good guy. Anyway, you're going to want to run these ads. You're going to want to participate in the forum. You don't have to be a rocket scientist or anything genius. I have, on occasion, got myself into trouble on the forum because I've been argumentative with people who are pinheads. It's not worth doing that with. You know what? Just go in there, make comments, get your links seen, and you'll start to pick up orders. If you sound intelligent, if you say, I have 100,000 list members, and I'm adding, 500 list members a day, say that because you do. You have literally hundreds of thousands of list members through our service, and they're always fresh and always new, and we never deliver the same lead to the same offer twice. Okay, that's one of the big advantages of buying traffic from us. There's no duplicate leads ever going to show up in anybody's sales funnel. I do that on purpose. It costs me money to do that, but I do that so I can have all these reviews. Now, I could offer refunds and get rid of a bunch of these thumbs downs, but these are people I don't care about. And also, I think, to be 0 after 2,700 orders positive is kind of, I think it looks suspicious. People are going to complain. So anyhow, this is where we're at with setting up your advertising for Udemy.